Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you all are having a great hump day today. I am going to share a killer leg day with you guys today. I am telling you, I haven't felt this dead from a leg day in the longest. So if you guys have been watching my videos, some of you probably know that I've been lifting really heavy on lower body days for a while now, and I've just been feeling like I need to switch it up. I'm feeling like I'm plateauing a little bit, so I have decided to implement a burnout leg day probably once every 2 weeks, maybe once every week into my leg routines, and I'm just going to see kind of what that does for my leg strength and my goals and everything. So I've picked a few exercises to do this with. Obviously I'm starting out with squats, and I'm doing a weight that I know that my form is going to be good on, and I am basically just going to go until I literally cannot do another rep. For squats, I would highly recommend that you have someone there to spot you, because as you're going to see when I get to the end of my reps here, I am not going to be able to get that weight back up. And that's definitely the point here. I am trying to go until failure, until I literally cannot do another rep. So I'm starting off with squats. I'm only going to do one set of each of these. So I'm going to do one burnout with squats, and then I'm going to do one burnout with leg press, one burnout with hip thrusts, and then one burnout on the abduction machine. So as you can see, I'm really starting to struggle here. My legs are so tired. I'm kind of shaking, and this is really where the spotter is going to come in handy, because he's kind of helping me guide that weight up and down so I don't hurt my back. And you can obviously do this without, and there you go. See, I went until I literally could not get that weight back up. But you can obviously do this if you don't have a spotter. Just make sure that you have those risers up, so when you, if and when you do need to bail out, it'll make it easier for you to do that. Next up, I am going to do a burnout on leg press here. I took probably a good, I don't know, maybe 5-minute break in between my burnout in squats before I started to do the leg press, because I was so tired. I was like breathing so heavy, my lungs were on fire. But that's the point. It's basically, we're just trying to shock those legs, shock those glutes, those hamstrings, and those quads. So obviously I chose to start with squats because form on squats is so much more important to protect your back, and form on leg press isn't as important because you have that that back bench that you're laying on, and you're really just using your legs here. But I am going for a burnout here, so I'm trying to keep most of that tension in my glutes. Obviously my quads and my hamstrings are feeling like they are on fire right now too. But my biggest piece of advice for these burnouts is to try to just zone out. I'm not counting reps at all here. I'm not going for reps. I'm just focusing on going until my legs cannot go anymore.
Niggas out to be the goal, baby. They gon' switch it up and say I'm still at flows, baby. I don't give a fuck, cause I'm in my zone, baby. I'm the #1 stunner like the old, baby, yeah. Look at the drip, look at the car, look at the coupe, look at the Porsche, couple of B's, couple of C's, couple of D's, give it them all. I'm on that goose, I'm on that more, fucking the beat. I'm on Minaj, I got the juice, I got the juice, I got the proof, I got it all. I be shining, AP, talking, VB, S's, rocking, 50 pointers, knocking. They just mad cause they don't wanna see me thugging. They shoot, they shot, they bitch, they soft, they fake, they fraud, they cute, big flaw, they rich.
Okay, so this is a brand new machine that my gym just got in, and I'm obsessed with it. I usually do regular hip thrusts just with the free bar, and I like this so much more because I just feel like I'm more in control, and I really feel this straight in my glutes. So here I am doing a burnout here. I am trying to keep my head basically my neck and my spine as neutral as possible, trying to protect that back, and I'm just firing that weight through my heels, and I'm just gonna go until I can't do anymore.
Niggas out to be the goal, baby. They gon' switch it up and say I'm still in flows, baby. I don't give a fuck, cause I'm in my zone, baby. I'm the #1 stunner like the old, baby, yeah. Look at the drip, look at the car, look at the coupe, look at the Porsche.
Okay, so this is the last burnout that I'm gonna do, and I chose to do this on the Abductor Machine. I chose to do it last because you really don't have to focus too much on form with this. By now, my quads and my hamstrings are pretty much shot. So are my glutes, but I really wanted to get a little outer glute hip action in here. So I am trying to start off with those full reps, the full range of motion, and as I get tired, I'm kind of slowing down, doing partial reps, and then I'm going to just kind of go into pulses. This is really giving a good burn for me. I hope that you guys enjoyed this workout and definitely implement it into your leg days if you're trying to switch things up. If you are new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys soon.